For those of you who don't know, the laundry list is a list of known issues that the Sims team is working on fixing. It's a great way to stay up to date on what's happening with the game, and to see if any of the issues that you're experiencing are being addressed. So you can always find the latest laundry list over on EA.com's Sims 4 official blog site. And let's click into this. They always leave a little note, which I love, adds a little bit of a personal touch. Sul Sul Simmers, welcome to this month's laundry list, where we share a list of the top community concerns that we're currently investigating, and hope to resolve in the next patch. This is only a list of topics with upcoming fixes. There are more topics reported by players that are not listed and still being worked on. And this is a very important point here. They go on to say that the list is based on reports by players on Answers HQ. So if you experience any bugs in your game while you're playing The Sims 4, head on over to Answers HQ, it's answers.ea.com, and file a bug report. That way that they will know that people are experiencing bugs and what bugs they're experiencing, and they'll be able to get to work on fixing it a lot faster. So here's a list of the community concerns that they're investigating and hoping to resolve in the game update this month. There's admired icon can't fulfill 250 followers on Social Bunny. What this is the issue of not being able to obtain the followers, but it not counting towards a specific aspiration. To be specific, the social butterfly aspiration. So for some reason, a sim reaches or exceeds 250 followers, that aspiration goal is supposed to ping. However, it isn't. So hopefully they'll be able to fix that. Sims use faraway sync for dishes instead of close. The Sims have been doing this forever. Your sim has a dirty dish, and instead of going to the nearest sink, which is, the sink closest to wherever they are at the time, to clean up the dish, they will go, if they're downstairs, they'll go upstairs. If they're upstairs, they'll go downstairs. It's quite immersion breaking and extremely weird and silly. And yeah, hopefully this will get fixed once and for all, but it is an ongoing issue. Sims excessively make tea, coffee, and so on. Now, I've noticed this one myself. If you've got a teapot, the magic tea brewing machine, or a coffee machine in your build, your Sims, or at least my Sims, constantly go over to it, constantly brewing tea, constantly making coffee, which costs simoleons, and if you don't have a lot of money, you need that money to pay bills and stuff. So yeah, this is a very annoying thing. The next one up is issues after placing standard gas oven by blazing ladles. Now, this is a very specific issue that has been reported by players who have tried to place this specific oven in their homes. The oven is causing a number of problems, including Sims getting stuck in place, the oven disappearing altogether, and the food never cooking. Obviously, it's an oven. You're going to want to finish cooking those things, and you don't want it to disappear. That's weird. So, the Sims team's working on that. Hopefully, we'll get a fix soon. Next up is Sims gaining fame even though they're out of the spotlight. So you can opt for your Sim to get out of the spotlight so that they no longer receive fame. And this is great for, if you don't want your Sim to become famous for any reason or whatever. But for some reason, this bug, Sims that are out of the spotlight are still gaining fame even though they're not supposed to. So again, immersion breaking. Hopefully the Sims team can fix it. Sims won't finish meal if they finish a drink first. So this is if you have a drink and a meal at the same time. Your Sims are finishing their drink. Players are reporting that their Sims won't finish their meal if they finish their drink first. Super annoying. As I said, it can lead to Sims hunger bars not filling up completely. And of course, let's hope that they fix this sooner rather than later. The next thing up that they're hoping to fix is Sims excessively ask what happened. Some players have reported that their Sims are excessively asking what just happened in conversation. As in, every other autonomous conversation topic that comes up, it goes in the queue, what happened, what happened, what happened. I've noticed this as well, and sometimes they will walk clear to the other side of the map just to see or ask someone what happened. Very annoying, especially if it's the middle of winter and your Sims decided to go off on a goose chase. Next up, we've got plants reverting to dirt pile. Now, they had fixed this a while back, and evidently it's come back. So players have been reporting that their plants are reverting to dirt piles once again. Super frustrating, especially if the plant that you've been growing is rare or difficult to obtain. Constant kitchen fires with fear of fires trait. The report is that Sims with the fear of fire trait is constantly having kitchen fires, which shouldn't happen. Yet just because your Sim is afraid of fires doesn't mean that fires should happen all the time around them. It just means that they're afraid of fires. So this is super frustrating and can even be, well, life-threatening for your Sim. Game freezing occasionally when opening in-game menus. Players have been reporting that the game occasionally freezes when they open menus within the game. Again, super disruptive to gameplay and can also lead to lost progress, depending on how often you save the game. On a related note, make sure you're saving your game a lot. Always crashes with The Sims 4, especially if you have all of the packs or a lot of packs and custom content. So yeah, make sure you're saving your game quite regularly. And let us hope, fingers crossed, that they fix this in the next update. Sims created via genetics are having default body hair. Now what this means is that when you create Sims in CAS via genetics, people have been noticing that their Sims have body hair as default, including chest hair on female Sims. And while everyone has body hair, IRL, including cis women, sometimes in The Sims, you don't want a huge, massive, hairy chest on your female Sims, or male Sims for that matter, which is completely understandable. It's The Sims. Creating Sims the way you want them to look is all part and parcel of the game. So again, hopefully, it'll be fixed very quickly. Sims doing country dancing when different style of music is playing. This is a super frustrating thing that happens when for players who want to control their Sims dance moves. It really doesn't make sense if you go to a club and they're playing alternative music for your Sims to suddenly get all countryfied and start up a hoedown and line dancing. You know, doesn't look right, it's weird, and immersion breaking again, so let's hope that they fix that. The build mode undo button that brings up the search menu. Console players, this is a bug specifically for console players, have reported that the build mode undo button is bringing up the search menu. This can be disruptive to gameplay, obviously, and rather annoying because you constantly have to back out of the menus in order to continue building on your lot. There are a few things that I haven't really gone into, and these include excessive use of phones and use in inappropriate places. The want to solve hard problems is not available for kids for some reason, even though they're getting the want or the whim to do it. For some reason, it's not showing up in the available actions for them to do. The cross-stitch task in the errands Taste of Adventure that's country living doesn't fulfill even though people are getting it done. The song, book, paint, nectar progress bar fills up, but the action never finishes. And finally, Sims are entering locked apartments and houses. So if you don't know, you can go into your game, you can click on a door and lock for all Sims except for one specific Sim. Despite locking those doors, random Sims are still going through those doors and going into rooms and houses or apartments that they shouldn't go into. When is the next Sims 4 update? Based on previous laundry lists, we can expect to see the Sims 4 base game update on Tuesday, December 5th. This is when we can expect it. It doesn't mean that we will get it on the 5th of December, but hopefully we will. I brushed up against this, or talked very briefly about this at the beginning of this video, but if you have spotted a potential bug in the game, you can report it to the Sims team by following these steps. Head over to answers.ea.com, otherwise known as Answers HQ. head over to Games, The Sims 4, and go over to Bug Reports. In Bug Reports, you'll want to check to see if there is a thread for the issue that you are experiencing. The easiest way to see if there's a thread for the issue that you're experiencing, just search or ask for ask the question. So just basically type in the problem that you're having. So for example, if you're having problems with the archaeology table, as you type, it brings up a list of topics that are already existing. So see if any of those topics match the problem that you're having. If it is, then you can click on it and it will take you to that topic, and you can select the Me Too button within that topic. That will tell the Sims team that someone else is having that problem. You can also do a reply to the original post to add your own individual problems. So if you're experiencing the same issue, but you've got a different set of things that is in the opening post, or you want to add some additional information, then yeah, you would click reply to add that additional information so that the Sims team will have that information while they're trying to fix the bug. If you do not see the issue that you're having listed, then click this new topic button. Fill out the form, so the product, the platform, which language you're playing the game in, how often it occurs, the game version number, and it will tell you where you can find the game version number in the game. Then what expansions, game packs, and stuff packs you have installed. If you have all of them, just type in all. If you have all but like 2 or 3, then it's easier for you, obviously, to say like all except for these 3 packs, for example. Then you want to type in how you can replicate the bug. So what happens, what you're doing when the bug occurs, such as open the game, go to your Sim's home lot, and have your Sim cook, for example, if it's to do with cooking. What happens when the bug occurs? That's just letting people know what happens, so exactly what the bug is. Like, every time my Sim cooks in the oven, there's a fire. Or when my Sim goes to cook on the oven, it disappears, or whatever. And then you tell them in this window here, or in this field here, what you expect to see. So if you expect to see your Sim cook and finish a dish, then that's what you type in. Then you tick here on this question, do you have any custom content or mods? There's yes, not now, I've removed them, I've never used mods, or I'm on console. Did this issue appear after a specific patch or change that you made to your system? Type in yes or no, or you're not sure. And then you can attach down here, add any additional information that might be useful. Any screenshots or very short videos that will help them understand the bug. And that is how you report a bug in The Sims 4. So my friends, I hope that you found this video helpful. If you have any questions about the laundry list or bug reporting in general, please leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Sims 4 content. Happy simming, and I'll see you next time.